Hey, what's up everybody? Good morning. I want to talk about why your sales plateau. Even when you have a foolproof system, something that you know works, or maybe you've gotten results, but then they have kind of stagnated, hit a point where they've stopped working. Let me turn my light on here for a second here. Boom, look at what a light does. Simple. If your sales have plateaued, oftentimes it points to a few things. You may have a system right here, okay? It's a system that has a great product, a great service, a great lead gen system, advertising, scripts. And maybe in the beginning you got some results, you got some sales, and so you believe and know, okay, this system works. But then what happens is, as you are going up in sales, you hit a roadblock, you hit a plateau. This is your sales numbers as they go up, hitting that roadblock. And you constantly hit this point where you can't seem to break through. This is your threshold. In this, when you hit a threshold that you're not able to break through, no matter how good your product, service, system, ads, leads, video, scripts, whatever it is, it always points to one simple thing. Now, what is that one simple thing? You're probably wondering. Or maybe you're annoyed by the fact that I haven't said it yet in the video. The one simple thing has to do with, drum roll please, your perspective, your viewpoint, your worldview, and your belief system. What you believe about what is possible. So even if you have a foolproof system, a great product, a great service, you got sales, the only reason why you are ever hitting a plateau with that, and I mean it, it's probably great. In fact, there's probably people making millions of dollars doing the very thing that you're doing, and you're wondering why you can't break through. It 100% of the time has to do with your perspective, your viewpoint, your worldview, and your beliefs, okay? That's the only reason why. It's the only reason why a foolproof system that gets results, that is proven, will plateau for you. That's it. And so what is your perspective, viewpoint, beliefs that are stopping you? Oftentimes it has to do with what we believe is okay and allowable and that we are comfortable with doing. Now, I'm not asking you or saying that it's okay to do anything unethical. In fact, I want to stop right here. The end never justifies the means. Doing things that are unethical, that violate what you have conviction about, belief, and know to be true, that violate your core beliefs, is never okay to get a result. Meaning manipulation, coercion, intimidation, anything like that. Abusive sales tactics. Okay? So let's get that out of the way here real quick. What happens is, because we have belief and conviction that we don't want to use these types of shady forms of getting sales, we hit a plateau, okay? And then we will generally see people that are participating in some less than okay, possibly nefarious, possibly unhealthy ways of doing things succeeding. And so we make a decision, I'm not going to do what they have done to get success. And if success means that I need to do that, I'm going to choose not succeeding, to not look like and be like these people. And so we believe that it is impossible for us to reach our goals, to be successful, to go after our dreams, unless we violate our convictions, unless we do something that we believe is unhealthy, unless we do something that goes against our core belief system. And so we decide and choose to stay at our plateau because this is our comfort zone. This is what we feel comfortable with. And we say, I'm never going to do the things that that person will do. Well, the fact of the matter is this, is you don't have to do these bad things, these manipulative things, these shady, slimy things to be successful. You don't. The belief system right here that the only way for you to reach your goals is to do the things that violate your convictions is what's broken. Your perspective and viewpoint and worldview and experience up to this point that is telling you that the only way to be successful is to violate your convictions and beliefs is what is actually stopping you and keeping you at this plateau. Did you know that you can actually get to this level and go far beyond it without manipulation, without shady sales tactics, without doing things that violate your beliefs and conviction? But you have to shift your perspective, your viewpoint, your worldview, and your beliefs about what is possible for you. You have to be willing to embrace something that most of us live our entire lives trying to avoid. And what that is, my friends, is pain. Protecting yourself from pain is one of the most unloving and toxic things that you can do. I just read this in a book that I'm reading. It's called Inner Bonding, and it talks about this. And it was one of the most, it like completely broke me down when I read this. And then Brene Brown talks about this as well. I love Brene Brown's content. We have to be willing to feel the pain and make ourselves vulnerable enough to feel the pain. That will help us grow. And stop trying to avoid being hurt. Stop trying to protect ourselves from feeling that pain. Stop trying to avoid doing the things that will help us grow. You see, oftentimes we have a pattern where we refuse to do anything that is painful or hard to reach our goals. But the only thing that is going to break you past your plateau in sales, in getting sales, is embracing the pain that you need to feel that will get you results. Now, why do I say it's pain? Well, because the only way that you are going to get results without manipulation, shady sales tactics, and violating your convictions is by doing some painful things. In fact, I would be lying to you if I told you that it's not going to be painful. Meaning, you're going to have to learn how to say no. When somebody tries to convince you to do something that you don't want to do. You're going to have to learn to say no to time wasters. You're going to have to learn to say no to things that are not serving you, that are not helping you. You're going to have to learn to say yes to the things that will help you, that will help you reach your goals, that will help you break through past the plateau. Oftentimes in our lives, we have a belief that we say no to the things that we should say yes to, and we say yes to the things that we should say no to. And that is our comfort zone. So when we get on the phone with sales and somebody tries to convince us that our price is too high, that they can't pay what we're asking for it, or that they don't like how we're doing something, we cave and we say yes because we don't want to be perceived as shady. We're judging other people, other sales interactions, and we don't want to be judged by other people. And so in an effort to never be judged, we become a people pleaser, a manipulator, which then violates the very thing that we said that we don't want to do. We refuse to stand firm in our beliefs and convictions because we don't want another person to judge us in a certain way, to appear in a certain way. Because we believe that as long as I can do all the right things to get this person to say yes, then I will be successful as long as I don't go into manipulation. And by doing that, we are actually manipulating. We are actually violating our beliefs and convictions. We are actually choosing to not do the very thing that is going to get us results because we don't want to feel the pain of saying no when we mean no. Standing firm. Saying yes when we mean yes. Because we believe that the only way to get results is to violate that conviction. And so, my friends, the perspective that you need to change is this, is stop protecting yourself from pain. Stop protecting yourself. Protecting yourself from looking silly, from feeling stupid, from being judged, from doing what it's going to take to get you results, from doing the personal development work, from diving deep and asking yourself, okay, what am I trying to protect myself against? Protecting yourself from pain, the pain that will help you grow, is the most unloving, toxic thing that you can do. Because you are in a comfort zone of avoiding pain. You're saying yes to that person who is abusive and manipulative in your life because it's painful to say no and walk out of the relationship. That is protecting yourself from pain by choosing your comfort zone. You need to stop protecting yourself from pain. Stop avoiding feeling the things that you're worried about and start embracing the choices and the decisions in the here and now, not later, that you need to make to move forward towards your goals and start choosing you over laying yourself down for another person's comfort. And stop being afraid to stand firm in who you are, who God made you to be, for another person. Because you believe that that's the right thing to do, because that's what life has beat into you to do. And so you're avoiding pain and punishment by being a people pleaser and choosing to not build your business, to not get sales, to not ask for money, to not do these things because it's easier for you to never ask for the sale, to never close deals, than to ever feel the pain involved to step out and take a risk and do the very thing that is going to help you get to the next level. Maybe that's listening to a podcast. Maybe that's reading a personal development book. Maybe that's doing a deep dive and saying, okay, where in my life did I start to make a decision that to avoid pain and punishment? Maybe we got beat as a child. Maybe you got, berated in a job somewhere. Maybe you had an abusive spouse that would yell at you all the time. And so you chose to avoid feeling that pain and punishment, to never do something that somebody else says no to or wants to try to manipulate you, and you allow other people to manipulate you into not doing what you know to be true, and you change who you are and mutate your beliefs to fit into the box of what another human being wants you to be. To avoid pain and punishment, to protect yourself from feeling pain. And you've made decisions and choices to stay in this little box of protection. And so even though you have a foolproof system, the best sales scripts, the best leads, the best ads, the best videos, the best content, and you know how to be successful, you keep yourself stuck in not going after your dreams because it's safety, because it's comfort, because you're used to it, because it is what feels good, because going outside of that is painful. Choosing to do something other than exist in your comfort zone is painful. Listen, my friends, I am not talking about accepting or putting up with abuse at all. I am not talking about that. Putting up with abuse to not experience pain is the equivalent of protecting yourself from pain, and it is the most untoxic and unloving thing that you can do. And then we bring that into our sales situations. We bring that into our business relationships. We bring that into our health, our wealth, our finances, and we wonder why we hit a plateau. Because we're making decisions and choices to protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe from ever growing into what we were made to do, because keeping our light dim has always been safe in our lives. My friends, it's time for you to stop dimming your light. It's time for you to start stepping out. It's time for you to start going after your goals and dreams and shining bright, and not letting anybody tell you that you need to mutate or turn into a different version of yourself for them to feel comfortable. And it's time for you to start to take a step forward and put one foot in front of the other and walk out in faith, step into the destiny that God has made you for. And stop justifying why you're playing small to protect yourself from feeling pain and punishment. And start to direct yourself. Start to be the parent that you wish you had. Start to parent yourself. Start to ask God, God, show me wisdom. Direct my footsteps. Show me what choices and decisions I need to make differently than I've been doing up to this point. And when you do that, my friends, you will start to break free from these plateaus when it comes to your sales in your business. I'm serious. Your sales struggles all point to protecting yourself from pain and punishment because of the pain that you might feel by doing the very thing that's going to get the sale. And so you never want to feel that way, and so you're protecting yourself because that's your comfort zone. It's time to break the lid off the comfort zone. Step out of the box, step into the court on your life, and get in the game and go after your dreams. You got this. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. Start to make positive declarations today. If you stopped protecting yourself and started stepping into your destiny, what choices and decisions would you make today? What things would you do differently? Write those things down and start to make a plan to do them. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon.